Sorry, guys. So as I was saying, so you have on one side of the ring, you have HeyZZy and you have Phoenix. Both teams which didn't have the best previous season, and they are looking to brawl around for this very important week 10. And hopefully we should be getting started pretty soon. We have 1000 on one side and Koala on the other side. So yeah, predictions are live for around 3 more minutes. I'm expecting high stakes on this match. It's a little more unpredictable. Both teams having brought quite the lineup. We have Sakura, we have Doctor, Dobby, Luca, like regulars from BZ, and from Phoenix you have clappers like Metal, you have clappers like Serenity, Rex, and yeah, it's a very good lineup from both teams. So I'm expecting quite a lot of good stuff for today. And with that being said, we are waiting for just 1000 left to in the room. So yeah, how was your guys' day? Or I don't know, is it starting just yet? Perhaps if you're from America, or if you're EU, how's your morning been? Enable the game sound. It's going well. Oh, and right as we started, Mythiard raiding with a party of 34, I've noticed that you were streaming Duel Links Taiwan up against Claw Clan. Seems like quite the fast match considering it ended within 1 hour, so I'm assuming, with Squad Wars, one of the teams got 2-0'd in the round. But yeah, thank you for the raid. We are still currently waiting just for the BZ member to start up. It's, I don't know. Melody Annihilated Harpies. Wins in side farmer too much? Yeah. Perhaps. I'm not quite well versed on the side format, considering I'm mainly Timors and not often playing in the matches, but predictions are live for 30 seconds only, die. So if you have anything, just predict right now. There's a lot of gems for BZ, but not a whole lot for Phoenix. So if you vote for Phoenix here, you could make bank. 20 seconds. Alright, and finally, we have Dawn 1000 coming to the table. So we should be starting imminently. Let's go. First game, 1000 up against Koala. Let's check it out. So on one side we can already see the Melodious pick, most likely, from the Phoenix side. Alright, we're starting up with the first movement solo, Prismatic as well. Very nice, very nice. From Songstress to Maestra, obviously, you want to get out that Chupina, straight from your deck. And recur rather. the Sopranos, the scores, especially the scores. But yeah, there is Soprano. Will be going for a fusion on turn 1. So hopefully, if you are a caller right now, you see Yubel, you see 25 cards, you can already probably assume it's something like a Thunder Dragon. There's what, 2, maybe even 3 skills that you can play on Yubel. Obviously, there's Fiend Farewell, there's Lured by Darkness, and I don't quite remember if Yubel had Draw Sense Spell Trap. But, well, he did activate the effect. I did see those little swirly thingies covering the monsters, but seems like he will be going for the fusion. It will be Shuberta. So, if this is the Thunder Dragons, Shuberta can be of great use here. Alright, so passing down to 1000, 5 cards in hand. There's a couple starters that Thunder Dragons run, and Solar is one of them. Probably not the best, you know, compared to how it used to be. It's still salvageable. Let's see what's he gonna send. Thunder Dragon as the first deck. Let's take a look at the match report from Phoenix in the past week.
Mellow token B3 sleep.
Shiny 4155. Thank you so much for the subscription. Big sleep indeed. Speaking of subscriptions, so Fantasy will be ending for the main season pretty soon, and if you have a sub going into playoffs, you can participate in a playoffs bracket where if you predict as close as possible to the real thing, the real bracket as it unfolds, you can win, I believe, $50. So just one sub and that is it. If you also predicted the playoffs teams for this season, I believe you do get a monetary reward as well, but I don't remember how it was actually. Nonetheless, Melody, you love to see it. 1000, 1, 2, 3, lights and darks in the grave. Don't forget the Shuberta effect though. So here's the thing, right? You add with the Melody here, and now you are forced to Shuberta the Solar. You know why? Because, well, you don't want Levy to summon unless you have something like a breakthrough skill, perhaps. Or even if you do have, you probably... Depends when you want to waste it, right? It's most likely on that M7. But there it is. Shuberta will be rivaling Levineer or Advanced Dragon in attack, but we all know what Advanced Dragon does, as well as Levy. Solar, thankfully, normal summoning itself, coming through, sending in a live monster, so that's sufficient fodder for the Levineer. Can clear here. Only depends if Koala has the necessary back row to deal with this. Levy coming through. Effect, effect, effect. Do we see an effect from Koala? No, it will be the chain resolving, so 2 of the back rows surely gonna be popped. Let's see which ones they are. If there's any breakthrough skill or not. Kill Prisoner here obviously doesn't help, and Necrofusion, well, whatever you summon, we'll probably just get, well, if it's an Oblong Diva. Ooh! We see that Super Team Body Force Unite from Koala. So he can set another. can get back that Shuberta if needed next turn if he has any Melodious monster. And that's the end of the turn, so 1000 doesn't commit here. Rather, we'll be setting up for an even greater next turn. Now the pressure isn't Koala. Redeem Body for tonight, can get back that Chopina. Obviously, you want a special summon the big girl. Have that recursion going on, in other words. And, you know, 1000 hasn't used M7 thus yet, just like Koala hasn't used Bloom Diva just yet. But maybe, just maybe, we will be seeing the Bloom Diva come on for the first time in this match. That busy roster looking fire. Just like Phoenix. oh, never mind. Yeah, good thing Koala is the starter, right? So, if things go well for your prediction, maybe he's out sooner than you think. But, Bloom Prima coming in. This tells me one thing. The last card in Koala's hand is a score, and he intends to go for game right here and there. I do not think that he's got something like another turn to live, Koala. So he must do this kind of play to have the highest chance to win. Kind of loses to a hand trap, you know. But we'll see if well, we don't know if there's any super team left. One was popped, the other was set straight from the deck. But I'm willing to believe there's one Necrofusion at least. First Bloom Prima attack going through. Is it going to be a crash? He needs 2 hand traps here, 1000. So it could be the crash, but there's the Sphere Kuribo. There's a big delay here. And phase. And the dark as well. Probably that was the delay. Nonetheless, this play, well, I was mentioning earlier how Koala could have that that score in hand. Forget about it, because 1000 did get access to that Allure by Darkness, and we know he has a dark in hand. 1, 2, 3 in the grave, doesn't even need to discard or do nothing. Like, there's a high chance that he drew into a levy. He added 1 levy, 1 advanced dragon. So, you know, with only 9 cards left in the deck, surely he's got another. And there's advanced dragon, ought to clear the Shuberta.
HeyZZy Goat.
Yes, sir, with a tier 1 sub. How many months is that? 12. That's 1 whole year of supporting teamers, referees, and, you know, being a part of teamers. Yes, sir, OG, Season 1 player on the Season 1 Team Sun Clan. Part of the championship roster of Season 3. So hopefully you guys also qualify for the playoffs of this season. Thank you for the sub. Back to 1000, so he popped the Shuberta as we mentioned earlier, and he also special summoned Duel. I believe he still has, yeah, he does have a lot of materials still remaining. Hawk has activated, so he has to special summon something. That something most likely being that the Duel will be in defense. Very interesting here. We'll be going straight for the battle phase here. No score. Dual effect also activating. Can add, I guess, a roar. Bloom Prima, the forbidden effect. If this fusion summon card is sent to the grave, you can target 1 melodious monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So he adds Soprano here. And 1000 adds solar, okay. I was thinking he... Oh, well, doesn't matter, wow. The 2 set cards doing absolutely nothing there. Damn. Well, while that may be, you know, just a little rough, because, you know, you are expected to win in such a situation where, you know, Thunder Dragon, Melodious Melody was the card activated, in fact. Nonetheless, I do heavily expect to see a repeat here because, well, Melodious, you know, one of the only cards that outs them is that M7, which, well, Koala had a few dead cards left on the field. They could have been skill prisoners. We didn't see them being activated in response to Levy or to Advanced Dragon because, well, those don't target, so I'm thinking that could be it. No score, yeah. That was quite a peculiar play. I was assuming he did have score in hand to force out 2 hand traps at least, but considering the Shibuya attack didn't go through, you know, obviously he had to Sphere Kuribo that, else he would have been dead to score. Nonetheless, to just 1 crash. I don't know. Waiting to see the next duel. They are, you know, discussing their options currently. You wanna... make sure that everyone is on the same page with a possible repeat or not. Does Phoenix need... Okay, there is a repeat coming in for Phoenix. That will be the first repeat coming through. Once again, we will be seeing the Melodious up against Thunder Dragons. Let's check it out. Alright, so on the question of making playoffs. Obviously, both of the teams can afford to lose this match, which is fine. The question is, by how margin? By how much of a margin? You see, Phoenix has only 11 RD, which, you know, it's kind of good. If it was last week, you would have been pretty fine with that. But for this week, you have to make sure that you maintain as close of a loss as possible, or as decisive of a win as possible. BZ is unquestionably within playoffs. It's only up to, you know, Uchihas if they win up against BR Meta, or BZ loses this match. In that case, Uchihas would be 8-2 and BZ 7-3. But yeah, this only matters for the first round bye. For Phoenix though, you obviously want to win here. Secure that 7-3. Guarantee place within the playoffs. But if they lose, they have to lose with only a small margin, like 10-9, 10-8, I would say. But 10-7 is a little weird. We don't know. Anyway, yes, they did repeat. Certainly a little better hand this time around. Well, obviously they started with Chopina. He started with Chopina, so it's probably not as good as I thought, but he will be going for a fusion, Shuberta. Start repeat, you hate to see it. Yep, but if not now, well, I would say this is a pretty good repeat. But you know, you only have 1 left in the back, so if your first counter pick doesn't work, you have to use the repeat there. But then for the second one, well, no repeats remaining, so if it fails, well, your equalizer and your anchor won't do much. Anyway, 1000 did start with the dark. Well, has the Shibura in case there is a Linear summon coming in the near future. Obviously no light material as of yet, but there were quite a few solars. I believe we have seen 3 solars from 1000, obviously, because you know, it's a starter. You want as many starters as possible. Roar, adding back Dark and Phase. Guten Nacht mittags, HeyZZy. Wie geht es dir? I'm not German, but I'm assuming you said good evening. Yeah, it's like 4 p.m. here. It's going well. Just, you know, streaming quite an exciting match today, because it can mean playoffs or not for one of the teams. In this one being Phoenix, obviously, as they are on that weird 6-4 scoreline if they are to lose. And well, 11 RD, it's pretty safe right now, but you have to secure as good of a lead as possible. That is the objective right now. Try to win if you're Phoenix. The most important win right now from the whole season. And BZ, well, you can chill. You are in the playoffs, but obviously don't let that go ahead of you, because there is the competition for the first place within the division. So for Phoenix, obviously the playoffs matters here, but for BZ is the first spot within the division, the round bye. That is contested by Uchihas. They are on the same record. Uchihas have way lower RD, but they are facing arguably an easier matchup this week with BR Meta, who is currently 5-4, I believe. So BR Meta would desperately need that win with a lot of good RD. I didn't see their stats, but yeah, Koala thinking about his turn. Obviously, 1000, because he did this kind of play, you would just say that he probably has the tools necessary to protect himself with like Sphere Karibos, perhaps other handshots like Triforce. Maybe he disconnected. Hopefully not. We all know how rough Moroccan internet can be. But no, thankfully it's just the big brain put in action thinking. Hopefully it's not going too low though, because you know, the lower the time, the more desperate you become, and you can, you know, misclick. That would be awful. But Shuberta number 2 coming in, which is very good. We know there's a Sonata in hand, so there's some chances to go for game here. 1000 would need 2 handshots. There only have been 2 summons as well, so no Trifortress Ops. There's a delay here, probably from the Dark though. First attack that would have played around Allured by Darkness, just under 100, has been sealed off, and with that the turn ends. 1000 once again searching for the Dark. Shuberta banishing the Dark. Obviously, getting rid of Living Flora is your main priority here in the Melodious versus Thunder Dragon matchup. And well, he activated that Dark, and you know, can only activate one Dark effect once per turn. So Dark coming in. Is it gonna be the end turn? No, okay. Very interesting here that despite there being a live Shuberta effect, there was no banish. So now both of the Shiburas will be gone. You know, quite a good play there from 1000 that he set the monster. Koala probably expected something else to be done. Either that or he just didn't anticipate the veneer being put on the field that quickly. So yeah, both Shiburas, good night bye. Enters battle phase for some reason. And back to Koala. So 3 cards in the hand to work with. You have Sonata. The said monster, well, that could be that could mean pretty much anything. Could mean the dark, could mean Aurora, but it's gonna be end turn. Not a good sight to see. So hopefully this set spell trap can do some wonders. We have seen Super Team Body Force Unite. Thousand as well, like so many cards to work with. There's 5 in his hand. And obviously 2 on the field. Chibi's Dark for Dark. That puts not just fodder in the grave, but also nets you the search. Can get a Hawk here, can set up for a rank 5. We'll be adding the Roar, which obviously puts even more fodder if you decide to add that Hawk. Or, you know, just Hawk the Roar, or rather the Dark from the banish pile. Or okay, seems like I was right initially, but you know, have no. There's still a score to consider, right? And because of the Sonata boost, currently it looks like 1 score could deal some damage. I believe this is the wrong attack order. Or well, it doesn't really matter anyway. Well, not for long, because Treasure's Travel just takes the spotlight here. Dark and Levy gone. And now Roar. Oh no, there's the score. 1900 to the face. And Roar, well, yeah, it can float, but you have no monsters now left on the field. So, Koala, now you have 1 Fusion Summon available at your disposal. 2 Shiburas are gone, so it would be the last Shibura to be used. And hopefully this card, top deck, better be good. Shibura number 3 coming through. Will be a monster, will be a back row. Will be the back row. But as we all know, one set from the side of 1000. What could it be? Obviously, the 100th Thunderstrap. Whatever you special summon here is gonna get banished. So, 1000, if you have that Sphere Kuribo, if you have that, I don't know, Temperance, you have to use it ASAP. But banishes the Roar. Okay, he has the Temperance. Very interesting that he banished the Roar. Considering he did target it, but Temperance. Temperance is the lifesaver here. Allured as well. I don't know. I can probably call this over and not be quite concerned of something like that set spell trap being groundbreaking for another win. We have seen TTH already being used, So I don't know. If Koala had TTH set, he surely must have banished the TTH as well as the 2 darks. Roar, I believe, didn't have anything to summon, yes. Well, Levy coming through. Spirit Team Buddy Force Unite. Sadly, coming in at the wrong time. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Shubara has already been used. Hello guys, who will add? Alright, so it's not game yet. Oh, okay, first movement solo. Prismatic one. There's gotta be something. Although, you know, both of the big girls are, while they are in the grave, we know there's a Super Team Buddy Force Unite on the field. Soprano can add 1. Can add, you know, the score. And, well, that's gonna get you to the Shupina. It's not over yet, guys. It's not over yet. That was the best top deck that he could have gotten. A second score. As a Sonata, that's one more fodder, potentially. But he will attempt to swing. If there's a sphere, if there's a temperance. Okay, there's the sphere. Score, thankfully, still left in the hand. Score and what's the other? Sonata. Score and hand are Score and Sonata are in the hand. Damn it, I cannot speak today. Okay. Heliopolis. Well, I guess it's not gonna matter much if there are 2 monsters to be tributed. And there will be. Why didn't he special summon that Sonata? Am I missing something, guys? First movement solo gets Soprano. Soprano gets score. Super team. Yeah, most likely it had to be the time because early on, he thought quite a lot about his turn. That's so rough, man, because this is a matchup he should win most of the time. If only Sonata was on the field, that would have meant, you know, the threat of score still being there. But I don't know, it was looking rough regardless for Koala. He would have just that Sonata, and he would need another insane top deck to, you know, get back the game. Anyway, getting back the game will be Rex Cruise. Or at least have an attempt at doing so. Alright, let's check this out. Oh, that's a really nice looking mat, Rex, with the Galaxy Cyclone. Yeah, I guess the only explanation was low timer GME. Just low timer being the death of the starting campaign for Phoenix. Anyway, we see Gaia from Rex as a Dark Flare, so he has the combo. Also hard due to Galloping Gaia, so if need be, if he's got a second, he can activate the skill for a future turn. So let's go. Gaia the Magical Knight. In attack, there's Dark Flare as well, and I would just call this game if that. Okay, that's game. Just like that. Rex taking it just a little in Phoenix's favor. All three Shubertas were used. All three Shubertas were used. So the only valid targets were the Bloom Girls. All three Shuberas were used. One could say, you know, one... I don't know if reviving Shuberta was a valid play, but... You know, I've never played Melodious. I'm not good at Melodious, and Koala, well... He has MCS winners Serenity by his side, which has won the recent MCS with Melodious. Either way, 1000's second deck could be looking like Harpies. Rex fortunately going first, so he can get to pop that pesky Harpy Sounding Ground. Turn it to cards. That's a really nice sleeve and mat combination from 1000. That dark blue from the sleeves? Let's go. Alright, starts with the field spell and the combo once again. Or rather, part of the combo. Don't forget to click yes here. Harpy Standing Ground. Goodbye. This feels like such a 50-50 matchup. Solely because of Curse of Dragonfire. Being able to pop that field spell. Got a Magical Knight of Dragons. Where are you at? What's this delay? Is it like the delay where you have to decide between attack position and defense position? Oh no. No sets on the side of Rex. If there's a Channeler there with a Swallow's Nest. Okay, top decked Perfumer. This tells me maybe he's got... Obviously he has no Channeler, but does he have a Swallow's Nest to perhaps go into that Channeler? Perhaps, perhaps no. Not looking the best either for 1000, I would say. Sends the Perfumer, Lady One to the grave. Imagine the zoom in on Mai's cleavage as Neo-chan does right there on the Synchro Summon. 2 set cards. Rex obviously can just pop this without having any worry. Big delay here, so... Well, he obviously has to pop if he intends to keep his guy alive. He will be popping a set Star Trap. Bookamoon though. Yep. Not much you can do here. Not much you can do here. Can easily return it as well. Is there perhaps a soldier from the side of Rex? Is there a soldier perhaps? Well, currently 1000, you know, probably thinking about returning or not, but you should probably return here. Soldier Gaia though, coming in clutch. Chainlink 4, Soldier will be special summon itself. On a separate Chainlink will be turning the Cyber Slash to defense. So the rest of the chain will not resolve. Cyber Slash returning, or Book resolving, or Gaia the Magical Knight popping. Alright, Soldier Gaia up against 3 set spells or traps. That's a hard feat to play through. As the guy, the Magical Knight. Now 3. Alright, there's Eccentric. Can deal with 1 at least. Hopefully he gets to snipe the good one. He is going to snipe the card that was kept in hand, which was a second Book of Moon revealed just yet. Gaia will be doing and happening. Rex trying to climb back after a pretty good first win. Alright, do we know his whole hand now? We know Gaia, the Magical Knight, is 1. And the second now just being added. And Dark Flare was just revealed, so... that's going to be pretty rough. Breakthrough skill, especially adding on to that roughness. At the very least, you know, you can still attack here. And there's also Dark Flare. So quite literally the only card that could save 1000 right now is the third Book of Moon. Did 1000 start with 3 books? Yes or no? Well, let's see. This is the pivotal moment of this duel. Enters battle, so nothing. Nothing. Oh wait, never mind. Nothing just yet. Do you have the book? Is the only set that can help here. Not getting your Saber Slash destroyed. And it's another breakthrough skill. So this is gonna mean that Cyber Slash is gone and 1000 is on top deck. So Rex with a hand of Gaia, Dark Flare, and Eccentric managed to play through 3 back rows, including, well, not including, he just sniped the good one, the good back row. And, you know, credit to him because he opted not to pop the 2 back rows that were instantly set before 1000 kept that Book of Moon. But the fact he sniped the one that was still kept in hand, which was another Book of Moon, that requires a lot of game knowledge and even player knowledge could mean. I do know from what the Dark Flare actually activating? What? Wait, okay. You can send 1 Dragon type monster from your hand and 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the grave. Target 1 card in either graveyard. Banish that target. What the hell is this effect that just activated? Alright, Oracle is a good side. Can get back an Egotist or a Hunting Ground. Not just that will add, but you also, you know, get rid of 1 dead top deck yourself. That's also pretty good. Yeah, there are just 2 Harpies in the grave, that is correct. So the Forbidden effect actually coming in huge clutch. And well, still not a whole lot of alright, there's Swallows. If, well, there could be another Oracle that could help. There could be Perfumer or Harpist. Okay, so he would be getting a Chandler, or not Nothing. So there's Hunting Ground in the hand and the top deck. Rex managed to top deck 2 back row in a row. We know his hand is 2 Gaia the Magical Knights. He's yet to utilize his Origin. He's just, you know, unable to search Origin. Perfumer, that's gonna be a very good top deck. It's insanely good top deck. Right, probably if he had, yeah, if he had one, it would have just been gone. That's true. Okay, Book of Moon, number 1, coming through for that Perfumer. Chain wasn't done, so there is another easily chainable card from Rex. Let's check his grave real quick. There is no trap. And, well, adding Feather Rest, that just means it's another pass turn for 1000. Unless he wants to go for a draw 1. And, well, that's the first option, the passing option. Rex, what's this top deck? This has been very back and forth, especially initially early on in the game. But now, like, it's kind of back and forth from the point of view that Rex maybe has the advantage for like 2 turns than 1000 has. Then again, back and forth, back and forth. Sets a monster, we probably all know what that monster is. Chooses not to clear the Harpist just yet. But 1000, we know he hasn't played any challenges yet, so 3 out of 10 cards are that challenger. There is the fodder with Feather Rest, and, well, there's your challenger. It's gonna pop 1 back row, and fortunately for Rex, it's a second Book of Moon. Once again denying that Cyber Slash summon and that Feather Rest. Harpist to attack. Alright, it's eccentric actually. Gonna check Harpies, of course, yeah. So he has used Lady 1. He has used, I believe, 2 Perfumers, 1 Oracle only, and 1 Chandler only. So he has 2 Chandler, 1 Oracle, and I believe that's kind of it. I'm not sure if he would run 3 Perfumers or 2 Lady 1s here. But I would say you would run that second Chandler, and obviously that second and third, or rather, second Oracle and second and third Chandler. So 3 Harpies. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to take care of something real quick. Okay, so still back and forth, I can see. He did activate his Feather Rest, so he now has 3 Chandler, 1 Perfumer, and presumably 2 Oracle left in the deck. So at this point, it's probably best to just swing if you're Rex, but I don't know, man. Like the right combination of cards in hand for 1000, this could mean OTK. Perfumer, okay, so does that mean he's got a challenge in hand? I looked away for a bit. Okay, that does mean he's got the challenge in hand, but curious that he added the perfumer, probably because it's a dead target, as in it's searching nothing. And well, once again, the tide has shifted towards 1000 and his harpies. He does not run 3 perfumer. He returned 1 perfumer with the feather rest. And that's evident because he opted not to, you know, get a perfumer from the deck. Now, well, we're back to square one. Literally, like, in this very position, Rex had to play through quite a lot of stuff, 3 sets, and thankfully back then he did have that eccentric, but now with so much Pecker being gone, and well, that's a book. That means no fusion, and that means monster return. This being the first monster return, and the next turn, you know, having there have been 2 eccentrics being used already. One as the pendulum effect, where he did, you know, target one other card, one other spell or trap to destroy, and once just as a set monster, Feather Rest coming through. Not returning, but still with such recursion, it's hard to believe that 1000 doesn't have this game in the bag. Only thing that could save Rex right now is the fact that he has no trap in the grave. Or even Soul's Nest. Chalice, at the very least, keeping the dream alive, you could say, just for a slight second. Curse the Dragon, unfortunately. Oh no! That's a timer, guys. That's the second time this timer has stolen a game. The second time in 4 duels. Rex equalizing after one of the most back and forth matches I have ever seen. I don't think he had any business winning that, honestly. But you hate to see it if you're BZ, but Phoenix, you gotta feel blessed. And instantly is Sakura coming in. Thank you for letting me run the ad, Peppa. Sakura immediately coming in with a counter pick, so they were prepared ahead of time for this Gaia in case of them failing. And Sakura, Aster, also said Edo, Phoenix, 23 cards, and we see the clock of Destiny. Gets clocking, discards the dark, so the drill dark rather. So that's not the most optimal, but still pretty good. Clock with those 3 counters, MSD if need be, and well, honestly that's a pretty solid counter to the Dragonfire effect. Like, you know, please pop me. I really want that pop. Please give me that Dreadmaster, so that I can MSC your field spell instead. But yeah, Sakura no monsters just yet, so if Dreadmaster is to come, that will be only Drill Dark from the grave to be special summoned. I'm not saying that word on stream. The Dragon Knight's Path to be activated. Will we be seeing an MST in response to this? If we will, Sakura surely has 2. Are we going to see it? MSD activated. No combo, potentially. That could also mean the field spell to be returned back to the deck if that was the only MST. Has the combo anyway. Rex gaming with Gaia. We won't be seeing a pop, I think. If you're Rex here, you would consider that Sakura has a second MST. I think you would consider he has a second MST. So you only have one set spell trap to play through right now. And considering I haven't seen anything just yet, you know, something like a book, something like an offerings, or even a TTH, depends. There's Dragonfire to be activated, so no book, no offerings inside. We'll be going for the Magical Knight Fusion. Anything more in the hand though that could perhaps serve for an OTK to be pushed? No. Fortunately, will be 2 set spells or traps. He won't be swinging. And well, draw phase delay, big delay here. Keep in mind, Gaia can only be activated in the main phase. If you're newer. If you're a new viewer, make sure to also drop a follow to the Twitch channel of Duel Links Team Wars. Follow the media, all that good stuff. We are in week 10. Playoffs are about to start next week, and this match is definitely very important for both of the teams to secure either that higher seed if you're BZ, or you know, literally just the chance to secure your playoffs if you are Phoenix. Match has been going on for just 1 hour, but with such back and forth initial duels, 1000 winning quite an unwinnable, you could say, matchup with his Thunder Giants up against Koala's Melodious, even getting a repeat out, and not just that, but also the win. Meanwhile, Rex winning in both the fastest fashion with like a turn 2 ODK and also like a turn, what, 17, 15, lining a Vortex, destroying that guy, the Magical Knight, in the main phase. This obviously will be proning a response from Rex. MSD, fortunately, will be the card to deal with that. Interestingly enough, not targeting his own field spell. Did Sakura start with 3 MSTs? That begs the question. There's a big delay here. Book. The last revealed set spell trap on the side of Rex to protect from that Vortex. And this is a very good play, you know why? Because if you're Sakura and did that kind of play and targeted the set spell trap on the side of Rex, that must have meant that he had the third and last MST. His hand, Dark, MST, MST, Mass Change or Lightning Vortex. One of the two. That's awful. Dreadmaster can only revive 1. So Gaia has free reign. Free reign. Oh! Spiral Spear Strike. Well, I don't think that's gonna help much. But still, I guess that's one dead card out of the way. When you still can afford to have dead cards. They cannot be destroyed and you take no battle damage. So, you know, Gaia cannot pop and Gaia cannot pierce. And with that, Rex just calls it over. And we'll be deciding to switch to that second deck imminently. I don't know, guys. Maybe he just, you know, gave up. I don't know. You watch that? I have to take care of the timer, Jumpy. So, I will ask the players if what the outcome was. Did he have game? Only the turn is summoned? Oh no, it was a disconnect, guys. It was a disconnect. No way. That's unfortunate. Well. Alright, back to this current ongoing duel. So the second deck could be Harpies here. And also going second. Has the optimal discard though, Sakura, for the Clock of Destiny. If you guys are new and haven't seen this skill around, it is quite a new skill. So basically it has two effects, only once per duel both. You can send one Destiny hero from your hand to the grave, add one Clock Tower Prison, which is the Dreadmaster summoning field spell, you know, the one from the anime. Quite the memorable duel between Aster and Jaden, when Aster actually did beat Jaden. Really goated episode. And the other effect, you put 3 counters on the Clock Tower Prison, so, you know, you relegate one of the heavy drawbacks of this field spell. And you also add 1 MST, you know, just to pop the Clock Tower Prison. Wait. Never mind. Okay. So there's Stratos. Prismatic. Adding the Drill Dark. So this tells me he may have another Destiny hero in the hand to make use of another potential effect. Like a rank force, perhaps. The cool art one, yeah, I agree. The other one is so garbage, even if it's newer. Even this one is so memorable. I kind of dislike all the newer art they introduced in the game, to be honest. Maybe aside from, you know, E-Hero Neos, that one's pretty good. But like Levianeer, that's so bad, in my opinion. It's so bad. Like in comparison to the original art, I mean, the original art is so good for Levianeer. The one where it's like looking from down up, it's so, I don't know, like what's Levianeer looking at? Cyber Dragon, yeah, it's alright, you know, because of the anime tie-ins. You know, all that edgy stuff going on. I like both of the arts. More so the OG Cyber Dragon, the original one. Second, Prismatic Shadows. There's only prismatic monsters on the board right now. Shadows will be destroying spells or traps on the field. Are we going to see a mass change perhaps to fully get rid of back row after quite an abysmal turn 1 start from Rex? No, going second. Not a whole lot of cards you can pop due to that Clock Tower Prison. And Snipes, an unchainable card with Hysteric Party. Could be good, could be bad. Good hit, yeah, definitely. Sakura is thinking. I don't know. You could opt to go for a Diamond Direwolf here. You can get rid of another back row, and you know you could also have MST to get rid of your own stuff. $500, now 18. The last card in his hand, I do believe we know that it's a Drill Dark. He won't make use of the Clock Tower effect in this duel. And, well, there's the Harpy Sunning Ground. Anything to supplement this, though. Lady 1, certainly it's not good. MST. On the field spell, so that's pretty good. Swallows at the very least. At the very least, attempted to climb back, I suppose, with a Perfumer effect. But I'm not sure if that Perfumer could be worth much, because Lady 1 is already in the grave. Not sure of the ratios Rex is running. But lately, people have cut down on the Lady 1s. Considering there was that Hysteric Party, I am leaning towards just one, but there we see Egot is being added. Alright, we have a Synchro Sound, possibly. Possibly not. You definitely need another Soul's Nest here, and you don't have it. Sakura leading the charge. Leading by example, the owner of BZ. MST once again. Book of Moon, that's not gonna do a whole lot. And another MST. Okay, that's a top deck MST. For Christ's sake. He has 3 MSTs in the grave. And he had that in the last round. In the last duel too. Doesn't matter considering there were 2 Books of Moon. But yeah. That's the win for Sakura. Whoop. So with that, we're gonna be thinking about which deck to send into Destiny Heroes. Here, Phoenix. Some updates from other matches. We have SEM and Divine going on right now. We also have Toon Squad up against Third Trace, which has begun at the exact same time that this match begun, and that match is 6-3 in one team's favor. I'm not gonna spoil which one. If you intend to watch that match, you can. And the last match of this morning is XO up against Last Killer, which has started just now. The live stream isn't live yet, unfortunately, but XO is already down 0-2 due to only 2 players. Only 4 players, rather. Okay, the link is live, so you can watch that unfold as well. That DC was so unfortunate. So unfortunate. And because this puts you on such a setback, your objective here, if not winning, is to get at least like 8 wins within the match. That will put you at like 9 RD, which could or could not be safe. It depends. I don't know the exact maths, but we will ponder that very soon. Seven and 3 already the other match. Damn. Meanwhile, my game is only 4 and 2. It's really tight and really back and forth 4 and 2 though, so I do think it's better. So who's left for Phoenix? We have No Charity, we have Metal Overdrive, and we have Serenity. Early on, maybe it didn't go as planned due to, you know, there was the time limit pressure, undeniably, from Koala. Things could have went differently. And Rex, the DC is so unfortunate. Week 10. Imagine the pressure. Imagine the pressure that DC in particular put on Rex. For all we know, it may have had post-duel consequences in his second duel, where, you know, Square just beat him once again, casually with 3 MSTs. But yeah. We have No Charity coming on the table, starting the duel. And the counter deck for these D heroes is going to be Melodious. Sakura starting first. I'm not sure actually who would love to start first in this matchup. So if anyone is aware more, also, you know, insight on this matchup, because this is among the first times I'm seeing it in Team Wars. Discards a Celestial, very good there. Yep, Clock of Destiny. Putting 3 counters, you know, anime skill. Cash Research is a pay to win card. Actually, you know, let me tell you guys something about the direction Konami's taking with the skills. So, we had the nerf to Cyber Style, right? Where you basically have to own main box URs in order to use it. And the same can be said for this skill. You have to own main box UR, selection mini box UR in order to use it. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this kind of thing, where, you know, cards that specifically skills that specifically search or play or whatever, cards that are from main boxes, or not just main boxes, but you have to own a particular card. It's not like, you know, Melodious, where you have to run only Melodious extra deck or Melodious main deck or Evil Eyes. No, Evil Eyes, sorry, Evil Heroes, where you have to, you know, basically own the entire structure in order to use the skill. I just hope it's not taking them in the wrong direction, you know. Drill Dark has a target, so he did start with quite a few D heroes in the hand. Another Celestial, and that's gonna be it. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I guess fortunately you take no battle damage now, right? Never mind. MST getting rid of that Clock Tower Prism before standby hit. Meaning, no fourth counter, no Dreadmaster, no nothing. First movement solo to top it off as well. I do not see how Sakura can win this at this point. Like, yeah, he will have 2 Celestials in a grave, albeit he can only use 1. But he still has to get rid of the cards that he's got in the hand as well. You know, back then when we used to play Masked Heroes in 2018, it was kind of hard to do that Celestial effect at times because, well, there were instances where you had to, you know, activate a mass change immediately to put that fodder in the grave, and then set another mass change because, well, otherwise you couldn't activate Celestial's effect. Now I think it's a lot more easier because you can manipulate your field just as well as your hand. Thanks to Exceeds monsters. Either way, Chopina to be played. Can add back that Soprano that was just sent. Normal summon can go for a fusion very easily here. Very good. Obviously that Sakura special summon that one in defense, else it could have been an OTK just from the Bloom Primo. It's gonna be Shuberta though. Oh my god. 2 Celestials being banished. That's... Now I can see why Melodious was sent. I'll say that much. 3 sets, by the way. Just to top it off. Where are your 3 MST Sakura? Where are your 3 MSTs? Well, we know one is in the hand at least. One is not gonna be enough. Charity can choose 2 timings here to activate that Shuberta effect. One could be on that obviously one could be like, you know, as soon as he swung in and just banished it to Celestials. Another one could be exactly when Sakura has 0 cards in hand. So that any quick plays that were perhaps set in order to activate that Celestial, such as an MST, such as a Mass Change, such as a Chalice, if they run it, they will not be able to be activated, so... MST for MST. Stratos. That's another MST. And it will actually be the MST effect, so... Obviously, probably right now you would not want to activate anything. Unless you value... I don't know if you value anything at this point. But if there's a mass change... Okay, there's that TTH. Yeah. Valuing the TTH here is huge. This means no additional pop, because there is no other dark on the field. Book of Moon could have also worked, and well, that's end of the turn. if the last monster is like a Sonata, this is just game here. Oh, will be a 24 swing, and you know, Cherry still has the Shibata effect. And Sakura still has 2 Celestials in the grave. Let's see. Charity. Toggle on. In case there is a sneaky Celestial activation attempt. It does banish for cost, so you cannot chain link to Shibata. And well, that's game. That is the 3rd point for the boys there at Phoenix. And Sakura's back. Let's go. Yep, enter the duel room. What's the room ID, guys? I want to play. Room? Question mark? Go, go, go. Fast, fast. Anyway. Screw out. On that 20 cards. Yami Yugi. If this is Luna Lights, that's gonna be kinda hard to deal with. Could as well be a Sinju. Is it too late? I believe it is a little too late. The room has already been filled up, all 100, and yeah, well. Big Sedge, you know. Maybe next time we will be having the room up. First movement solo as the first played card. Sonata, very interesting card to get here. Double Sonata. What does this mean? Alright, Soprano. Pass. Alright, I guess. Anyway, back to Sakura. Got some news on another game. Divine is up 5-3 to SEM. Divine is up 5-3 to SEM. SEM are currently fighting for a playoff spot against a 0-9 team. I won't blame you guys if you click out of this stream and just watch that one. I would do that too. Anyway, we do see the Gaias from the Sakuras. Gaida Magical Nido Dragons to come on the field. 2600, that's a lot bigger than anything from the side of Charity. You sure the score is correct? Yeah, question mark? Yeah, it should be, yeah. Oh, for the other match. 4 and 5. Oh no, S10 grabbed the win. 4 to 5, still in Divine's favor. Anyway, for this one, Charity has only 3 cards to work with, albeit he does have the skill. He has to play through 1 pop and 2 unknown cards from the side of Sakura. I don't know. I do not know how Melodious can play through this. I'm not sure how you get to that Bloom Diva. MSD. I mean, yeah, at this point you can hit the back row. It's gonna be the middle one. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Chalice. Why not Chalice the Sonata? Deny the boost. You know? Okay, MSD for the other. Well, that was quite a sad opening hand. What's the Bugamon? Yeah. At this point, well, we'll take it. Imminently. And Charity still has, you know, the skill. Can attempt to add back something with Chopina. Obviously cannot respond to this skill, so Chopina will be able to activate her effect as well. And obviously Gaia on the North Sono Soprano, activating itself, getting rid of that Chopina. Pass. This does smell like a 5 and 3. And I guess this is the most important and most pivotal point within the match, where one team either goes 6 and 3, or it is an attempted comeback. Or an attempted equalizing for the other with a 5 and 4. So yeah, this is it. This is it pretty much. Toon Squad and Stellar Trees is slated to end soon. Someone had a pretty big streak there. I believe of what, 6 wins? Yeah, 6 wins. Alright. No Charity. With the Declan. Going first. Let's check this out. 21 cards. I think it is my first time casting a DDD user. And this is not the best impression. Oh no. No combo whatsoever. 3 set spells or traps. Nothing. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, MSD on to Gateway. This tells me there has to be a second MSD. There just has to be. For the Galloping Gaia. Oh my god, it's a hard drawn Galloping Gaia, so even if there is another MSD, he can activate a skill if need be. MSD once again. are we going to see the skill activate? No. Okay. One set spell trap on either side. And we do see Dark Contract with the gate. Can add a DD monster. Obviously, the most important, one of the most important cards within the deck. Always a 3-off. As well as the Sword Slime. Always a 3-off. So he did have, I suppose, a brick in his hand. And he didn't activate anything on turn 1. You know, the bricky DD, maybe DDD monster. What's he gonna summon? There's obviously Dark. Can always make it. And I think it will be Dark. So his other card in hand was a Nicola. We need to the face. One set spell trap on either side. If you're new to Team Wars, oh, I'm Punky, raiding with a party of 10. Thank you so much for the raid. Make sure to follow him, guys. There you have his link. Goat streamer. Let's go. Anyways, as I was saying, if you're new to Team Wars and would love to know more, you can join the Discord server, where it is pretty much the base of operations, where you can learn more about the teams, about what we do here, and, you know, enjoy some more action. Our contract with the gate activating for the search. Hope the match went well. I do see it finished quite quickly in 1 hour and 30 minutes. So the score was in favor of Toon Squad, 10-4. Someone got, what, 6 wins? That was quite fortunate. Unfortunate for Stellar Trace, having a 1-9 season. We've been there. We've been there. The only team they managed to beat was 8 win streak. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. G. Let's go. The G with the W. The W. Whoa. Puma Wave in Gaia. That's something that you don't see quite often. Target one face-up monster on the field. Destroy one monster on the field with the same attribute but a different name as that monster. So it's pretty good in this, obviously, with the only mono attribute. You think of Harpies, even think of DDDs. And well, that actually saved the game for charity here. So Reiji, DDD, let's go. Getting a win. Please, no more heroes from BZ. Back in the day, they were quite the hero fans. But we will be seeing Luca coming down. Melodious, most likely as the counter. Charity going first. Hopefully this time around we won't be seeing such a break. Although that gate top deck was very useful. Have to admit that. Quite the thinking man's turn from Charity. Gonna see, obviously, assessing every option he's got available. DDD is a combo deck after all. Well, not in Duel Links. Players always trying to make those combo decks that aren't really working as combo decks towards that OTK or control style. In fact, I believe there are two variants of DDD that are kind of like that. Like polar opposites, one control, one OTK. Swirl Slime. Playing Genghis, okay, so there is potential for more. There's a Swirl Slime, so he activates from the grave, special summons one DD monster from the hand. There's the Ogre. And special summon that, what's that, Orthros? It is the Orthros. Not sure. Alright, opting not to. Fallen Strike Bouncer, turn 1. Up against Melodious. Could be pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Chopina is a pretty good target here to negate. MSD for the set spell trap, which will be the TTH. That's oof. I only have the bouncer and not a whole lot of top decks to ensure. Committed so heavily to display as well. I mean, Melodious has that slight chance to ODK, but I don't think it's all the time. Matsara. Activating her effect obviously should be getting negated. This tells me that Luca either is keeping Chopina for a later date, I don't know exactly for, or Chopina is in his hand. That's gonna be it, he's gonna pass. What else will we see? What's the top deck here from Charity? A very important top deck here. Can decide the outcome of the war. Will be Kepler. Okay, that's a pretty good top deck there. There were, you know, 6 out of 17 cards that could have fetched a Dark Contract. With the gate. Or could opt for a Swamp King. The one that fuses. We'll be seeing a Dark. Banishes this, well, not banish, sends the Kepler to the ED and banishes Orthros. Attempts to swing. If there's a score, no score. Bowser swings, Necrofusion. This is where it gets a little more rough. Bloom Diva. I mean, Burra as well. Just keep in mind that Bowser still has the effect to negate this Shubura, but it will be the end phase. Interesting to note that Bowser, I believe, doesn't activate in the damage step, if I'm correct. Am I correct, guys? From what I recall, previous metas, because it doesn't, negate the activation, it negates the effect, and because it doesn't deal with attack changing or freely being a quick play effect, it can only activate outside of the damage step. Thus, it was the correct call not to swing there. If you're wondering. I was wondering because I didn't quite remember how it used to work, but since it negates the effect and not the activation, well, we're gonna see it now, or rather, I'm talking about the Shubura effect. We will be seeing it now. Gain attack 300. Obviously, no window of opportunity to negate that. And with that, well, we have a DDD monster in the grave, but that is all we have. We have the Dark on the field, at least, but he probably would love not to be used right now for a potential Beowulf. Or even Wave King HeyZZy if he runs it. But there's the Beowulf. Stands the Proud Ogre as well. Intends to crash here. It will be working out successfully for him. Only one Melodious monster in the grave, so no possibility for a Necrofusion. And we know there is no score, else it would have been activated. Another set spell or trap. Still no sign of a Melodious monster. Contract with the Swamp King, once again gaining 1000. And let's see what this top deck is. Any gates? Any Keplers? No, straight to battle. Only 500 life points remaining, and it's the swing for game. Equalizing, no charity. What was that? 2 wins with DDD just now? Amazing. Okay, and instant repeat from the side of BZ. So let me edit that real quick. Dang, there's an alarm outside. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing it. Like almost 6 PM and it's so dark outside. You don't even see where it came from. Anyway. Will we continue seeing DDD best deck attempt to get something? Yeah, I was wondering why it didn't go for Bloom. I don't know. Nonetheless, we will be seeing take 2 of this particular set of decks, and hopefully seeing something else from the side of Luca as far as his plays are concerned. He is going first this time, unlike Charity that went first the other duel. Solo opening up the turn. Sonata. Keep in mind that Solo was normal summoned. Chopina. Adding back the Sonata. That would mean 3 monsters from the get-go for Luca. Only one set. We know, we have seen a couple MSTs from Charity. Any MSTs? No, but it will be a gate, at least. For the first time in 2 duels. We count the previous one and this one. As a proud ogre. So if he goes for the Genghis here, can't get out the Genghis, the ogre, and another monster from the hand. That is 3 monsters, including the potential for a rank 6. So he's carefully selecting his materials. So he does send a second Proud Ogre from the hand. Obviously, Sword of Slime should be activating. But now we don't know the other 3 cards in the hand. So there's Kepler. Genghis. Special summon the Proud Ogre back. Kepler as well. Adding another contract should be the Swamp King one. The one that allows you to fuse for a big boy. Or a big girl if it's dark. Joan Dark. Kepler sadly will be negated by the breakthrough skill. Interesting that the negate was on the breakthrough skill. Was on the Kepler. No further extension to be allowed by, you know, attempting to get rid of the Kepler with the Swamp King. So, M7 coming in. Should be returning that Shopino. You want to make sure that that Shopina doesn't hit the grave. For sure. And well, now you have free reign to attack. Do quite a lot of stuff. Not solo. Oh, okay. It's gonna be just the end phase. So he gave him sufficient fodder for getting out the Shopina back. Maybe that's the plan right there. To make Luca tribute summon for that Shopina. Somehow, some way. Not sure what good does that play do, but thinking for Luca. There's a few plays you can do here, but I don't know. I don't know if Shopina normal summon would be the best one. Right, he can bring out Mozzara. Mozzara had what, 2600, right? Or was that 24? No, 26 because of the OTKs. Okay, yeah, Shopina coming through. Adding Bastonata, so at least can get over this M7 thanks to the boost effect, and can also get rid of the Kepler. But that still gives Charity the avenue to extend on this following turn. Contract, procrastination, no standby. Gate, what's he gonna search? Alright, there's the Orthros. So let's read what Orthros says. If played as a pendulum, can target one spell trap on the field and one other DD or Dark Contract you control. Destroy them. So it's the MST, pretty much, of the archetype. Dark Contract, Searching Orthros is a 1-card MST, and it is the Necro Fusion hit. That is very good. If this Chopina went to the grave, that would have been sufficient material for a Shuberta, or a Bloom Prima, or a Bloom Diva. All the fusions. So with that out of the way, this makes room for another fusion. This time from the side of No Charity. Oh, and the last card, the card that was used as fodder was Vice Typhon. That's another fusion. And this time he can use a DDD monster as well, which he will be using for playing Genghis as material for the Beowulf, I'm assuming. There you go. And his score could be pretty rough, but I haven't seen... Alright, there was a delay there. There was a hesitation, rather, in attacking. Chopina, activating, adding the solo. Solo, well, he could be getting the Mozzarella out of the deck, which would be enough to get over Beowulf. What's this set card? It's the TDH. It's the TDH, guys. Even if he has a score, that's just one attack. Let's see. What's the follow-up here for No Charity? There's the Sword Slime effect, so he can get another monster. If it's the big one, it's a Nicola. So that's game. Or is it? Probably not. I don't know. But what works, works. Okay, it is game. Correct attack order, by the way. So very good. DDD. 3 straight wins. Putting Phoenix for the first time in this match in the lead. DDD action, let's go. Luca, sadly 0-2 with a repeat wasted, but it was good enough. Hello guys, good to see you. We are 2 hours in. It is 6-5. It is a very important game for these two teams. Big silence. So we have only 2 members remaining from the side of BZ. We have Toby and you have Doctor. We all know how good Doctor can be. And well, No Charity, 4-1. Rivaling the streak of Sakura, which had those 3 D hero wins. With an even more exciting deck of DDD. Triple D meaning triple W. That's the amount of wins he's got with the deck. Meanwhile, on No Charity side, there's still Metal Overdrive and Serenity still left. Well, if there is a DDD versus Harpies matchup to see, I think now could be a pretty good time to see it. So yeah, we'll be checking that out in just a bit. The busy player hasn't showed up just yet. So in the meantime, you know, you have the Discord server down below, discord.gg/duellinksteamers. Also have the Twitter attached there, where we post important news, some status updates on the league, and live matches, live scores as well. And the last one, the YouTube channel, where we put out every VOD. And yeah, some more exclusive content as well. So I was mentioning earlier how Doctor could be a pretty good player. Well, he was the Rock back in the day for BZ in their deep playoffs runs. And once again, he will be showing up for this match to be sent in to counter potentially this DDD deck. And with that, let's go. Whoa. What? What? No way. Is this like the second time we will be seeing like Magician? Third time? I remember one time FHX used them and they got 3 wins. In the match they lost against Duel Links Taiwan, where they were up 7-2 and lost it 8-10, but that's the second part of the story. But yeah, Magician Girls, guys. No Charity albeit is going first, so you have the gate here. That's one of the combo pieces. It is prismatic, that looks very good. All the spells look really nice in prismatic version. Matching color scheme. The Thinking Man's deck, DDD, up against the most chat deck of them all. The biggest chat in the club, Doctor, with the lollies. not the ones interested in spells, the little witches, the crafters, but the ones that are interested in magic and fruits and chocolate and dark. Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, as the witch, speaking of the witch, off of the Kepler and sets 1 additional and passes. Magician Girls, dude. Magician Girls. You know, I'm kind of well versed on those Magician Girl matchups, thanks to, you know, those little streaks in the mid season by FHX. But maybe I'm alone on this, but I haven't seen Magician Girls up against DDD just yet. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's Berry to start off the turn. Obviously the starter for the Magician Girls can get to add whichever one you want from the deck. gonna be kiwi. Kiwi, one of my favorite fruits. And also one of my favorite magician girls. You know what I'm saying? Three 700 damage, yeah. And if that set spell trap being, for example, like super body, that's 1000 or 1300. I don't know. Need to reread Kiwi on the field and in the graveyard. So that would be 1300 worth of damage, but which was being searched. So Doctor, well, he has to discard a Kiwi now in order to increase the attack. So he has to do it if he intends to have his berry survive. So Kiwi says, each magician girl must be with different names on the field and in the graveyard, so it counts both the berry and the Kiwi. So it will be minus 300. Thus Kepler is gone. See you later, alligator. All over Red Rover. MSD as well. On to gate. Interesting. So Doctor is going in and having, or rather putting Charity in a position where follow-up should be kept in check. Can try procrastination, avoid that life points cost, that maintenance cost. Well, it's not a cost, but well, there's another dire contract. That's a little rough. He did have it in the hand though. Which card will he add? Previously, he added the Kepler that searched the Witch. And this time around, it will be the Proud Ogre. So I'm expecting to see a Swirl Slime. There you go. Can easily go for that Bouncer if there is another DD card in the hand. Dark? I'm assuming he probably didn't have the play for Genghis. End phase. Alright, there's chocolate now. All the magician girls suddenly got a little too big in attack. But that's nothing compared to Dark. 3,800. Magician girls do say, don't attack me. But they can also not really attack into the dark, especially because they are no longer on the field due to that TTH. Berry, although, can still float into something. Will be the Kiwi! Oh my god! Straight from the deck, denying the TTH. Look at that attack, 2700. Not enough for now to deal with the dark, but there's still 2 sets to care about. No TTH for you. Oh man. Which pops any type of card, and it will be that set card which will be Unite. Spiriting Body Force, Unite. Uniting to potentially get another recursion. Dark healing for 2000 here. No longer do that tax evasion. Gate. I mean, at this point, as the Vice Typhon, interesting. Alright, so he opts to not swing in. I mean, all of Doctor's monsters are different levels. There is no way to get rid of any, to potentially get rid of Dark, and he would definitely need some back row. We know the leftmost card is the Super Team Body Force, and this witch is definitely live. So one Kiwi is gone. Or rather in the grave, I should say. With one on the field, so MST right off the top, because why not? Has to hit a set spell or trap here. He won't. He's valuing his hand. We know he added Vice Typhon, so that's probably gonna be a better follow-up for the next turn, if there's a next turn. Berry is going to crash. Super Team Body Force Unite. That's the second one, actually. So he has two Super Team Body Forces. Apple is going to crash again. And that means he gets to add the Kiwi to the hand. And we know he has a Super Team Body Force Unite face down, which he can definitely use right now. And in other... Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna special the Kiwi for a second. In other words, that's a lot of attack. A lot of attack. In fact, it's lethal. Look at that. 37, 37, 39. The plays from Doctor. As expected. As expected by someone of his caliber. Finally, ending No Cherry's streak of DDDs. And putting the situation of this match back to an equalizing scoreline. What a play. What a play. Huh. This ad looking pretty interesting. Pineapple on pizza. That's a no from me, guys. I don't know. I've tasted the pineapple pizza once. It was a frosted pizza. I'll be honest. And it made me throw up after. So, you know, at that point, I just hesitated into trying pineapple pizza once again. But, you know, maybe you guys like it. Who knows? A lot of stuff you can put on a pizza. A lot. Waiting for the next player from the side of Phoenix. They do have two remaining between Metal Overdrive and Serenity. Let's check the room member out. So it will be Serenity coming to the table pretty soon. And Serenity up against Doctor. That's quite a fearful matchup. Both of them have 2 decks available, albeit Doctor's is known. Dude. Magician. No way. You know, on a personal level, I'm hoping it gets more wins. Just because it's nice seeing decks like this. BZ, it's week 10. This is the week that you have to hope a couple things go in your favor. And BZ is just that base to bring Magician Girls, Thunder Dragon as a starter, among other things. Ostinato, 30 cards, gaming. Sends the Mozara alongside Soprano for the Bloom Diva. Take the animation one time. Very graceful, like a flower. Because she is, in fact, a flower. Not to be confused with the type of Bloom Diva, which is a fairy. It's not an actual plant. Chopina, reoccurring for that Soprano. Ostinato choosing to keep that. Obviously because Soprano is no longer in the graveyard. Flower versus fruit. Pretty much. Music Girls and Flowers versus Fruits and Chocolate. Berry, once again as the starter for Doctor here. Interesting to see no backer from the side of Serenity. That just puts into perspective, just, you know, he had to send Soprano to get it back to hand with Chopina. So maybe, just maybe, he did start with a score. Adds the Kiwi, adds 2 set spells or traps onto the field, and back to Serenity. Sets 1 himself, adds the Sonata, solo onto field. I'm just curious to see what other things we have going on from Doctor, because we have only seen, I believe, MST and Spiriting Body for tonight. Barry switching to the defense, getting out a chocolate. Yummy. Berry chocolate, pretty good, both on the field and in your stomach. Alright, so we'll be swinging with the Bloom Diva now. Keep in mind, Kiwi can be special summoned if there is a Spiriting Body for tonight, in order to prevent the destruction. He added one of the fusion materials. He added the Soprano with that MST. Checking out that back, which is a bluffed solo. And there's the Super Team Body for tonight, so we will be seeing the Kiwi to come back on the field and, you know, yeah, just walling Bloom Diva there. Not for long, because it redirected its attack. Alright, just the 400. I think probably it was wiser to swing into chocolate there. For just a little more damage, but... Wait. The original attack. Never mind. I'm the one that is a fool. Chocolate cycling through the deck. Sitting 2 now. Are we going to switch onto the offensive? Yes, we will. Into the battle. With the chocolate first, intends to go for the Shapino. And there's one score to be activated. 23 to the face. Kiwi still has sufficient attack to get over that Shapina, unless there will be a second score. And for now, there will be no second score. Berry still on attack, but at least can switch to defense to float into another Magician Girl. 2 set spells or traps though can be pretty troublesome. Serenity, back to you. Sets the top decked card. And intends to swing. Attempts to crash solo into the Kiwi. This way he can get, what is it, Mozzara? Oh no, he already used Mozzara. So he can get Soprano. Soprano can activate and can add back that score. This is a publicly known score, so it's gonna be pretty hard for that to deal with this. Are we going to the damage calculation? Yes or no? MSD for the set spell trap. Do you have something else, Doctor? Finish chain. Alright, there is a book to deal with that Soprano. Wait. Okay. Never mind. Ooh. Okay, so it's still fine, I think. End phase. Seeing nothing, but there is still a score that Doctor has to deal with only 2 cards and 1 big berry on the field. Back to Serenity just in an instant. Bloom Prima can be considered here. Roberta as well, in order to prevent yet another Super Team Buddy Force shenanigan. We have only seen 1 thus far, but we know he runs 3. We'll be using them for the Roberta, denying any possible recursion with the Super Team Buddy Force. Into battle. This is Berry. Should be activating. What you getting out though? Think you could there are only 3. Okay, yes, that is the last chocolate. We'll be special summoning something, which will be the Kiwi. There is that recursion that Roberta has to deal with. Keep in mind, we are still in the attack declaration phase. He's going to banish that Kiwi, or attempt to, because there is the breakthrough skill coming through. That is a really good card to have right now. Attempted to banish the Fiendish Chain also, which is the only trap left in Serenity's graveyard, so he telegraphs the fact that he's got TDH set. Attempts to swing, nothing will happen except for the burn, and that will be it. So the only possible danger right now is to score. If he somehow, someway has a second Kiwi, and I guess a way to put Shibata to zero attack itself, but I just don't see it. Magician Girls have been a good sight to see just earlier, but I think it's a little too late for this deck to start its proper comeback. We'll be swinging slowly but surely. 400. Doctor is put on a timer right now. Only 2 more turns remaining, says Serenity. I'm giving you just 2 more turns. And your first turn just started. Do your best. Try to defeat me, as I have just set my second set card. Breakthrough skill. Still at the disposal for Doctor. Cycling through. Is looking for something. This is his second to last turn if this Bloom Diva, excuse me, gets to live. Set card though. Soprano can fuse once again for perhaps another Shibata. Or perhaps a Bloom Diva. Because, well, attempting to attack twice. Could be game right here and then. And that will be it. Bloom Diva coming down onto the field. Deck number 1. Breakthrough skill once again. This attack will be resulting in battle damage. Just 700 though. And that will be the second one. $400 minus. So he's only at 100 life points. Chocolate digging for yet another card. I'm sure the card he's trying to dig for would be that Kiwi, but seemingly no side of Kiwi, with only 4 cards remaining in the deck. And well, with that, that puts once again Phoenix in the leading position. Doctor putting up a show, but it wasn't enough. Don't think we have seen bad aim coming from Doctor in both of his matches. Kind of interesting. It's not a whole lot of space you can have. You need to play those 3 super bodies. You need to play those 2-3 MSTs, and then you have what, 5, 6 cards available left for other tech space, and yeah, I've seen what Book of Moon was one, and we have seen Breakthrough Skill for the other. Not sure in how many quantities, but that was it for the lineup of set or for the spells or traps, I guess. Alright, Doctor, back to the table. Just waiting to start. Let's go. Jesse Anderson. That could mean a couple things, depending on the skill we see at the very beginning. No skill to be seen, so no grit. Could mean the tie that binds though. 21 cards. First movement solo, the starting card this time around for Serenity. The previous one having been that that Ostinato. Shopina adding back the Soprano. Can set up for a turn 1 fusion this way. Usually that Shubara, I'm assuming. There she is. How many set spells or traps? That is the question. 1, 2, 3. Pass. So back to Doctor. Oh no. Doctor doesn't want to reveal us the spice just yet. Doesn't want to reveal us the deck he's playing, and he's also matching Serenity in the set of spells or traps department. 1 MST to reveal. What do you have, Doctor? Oh, Puma Wave. Alright. I have a couple of ideas what this could be. I mean, Doctor literally just played Magician Girls earlier. So a lot of the people in the chat do think it is RB, and I could be thinking of that as well. That is one of the viable decks, right? That plays the tie that binds as one of the skills alongside Destiny Draw. Puma Wave, man, that's a throwback. Earlier in the match when Sakura played that in what? In Gaia. Pina adding that to Soprano. Now we fully know that, well, there's no score in hand. Not like it was apparent as of last turn as well. Window. Coming in. Coming through. And with that, that's just it. Window will be left alone for now. Any Hawks though. Any kind of Hawks. Any Petals. Doctor expecting to have lost perhaps to a Melodious. So his second deck being Ritual Beast here, that's gotta feel pretty good. Yeah, those two are somewhat unlikely outcomes, Buns. Both Sonata to attempt to swing over the Pedal Fan, Ulti Pedal Fan, or to not have, you know, any Ritual Beast card. That's to swing. Will it be a successful attempt, though? That is the question. Will be for now. Special is the third window. And once again, end phase. And there's that Hawk right up the top. And now finally start his combos if Serenity lets him. Come on. Any delayers in the chat? Pretty sure this could be coming from the side of Serenity. Thinking perhaps, I don't know. Alright, there's the breakthrough skill. Exactly on the normal summon. There is the Ulti Paleo. Can simply swing into any monster. It doesn't care about score. But it kinda does care about one of the set spells or traps. Let's see which one there is to perhaps out this, or attempt to at least. Can always attempt to force it to go back to the materials. There's Book. Now he can safely switch. And well, with that, Winda still is a threat, just being there. That would be the last Winda though, for now. Can always attempt to special summon it back from the banish pile, especially. 3 set spells or traps as well from the side of Doctor. So it's certainly no easy task to try to get rid of this. Especially like we have seen Fuma Wave being played earlier on. Alright, Soprano activates. Let's see if there's any response from Doctor. He's going to fuse into Bloom Diva using the Shubura. Interesting. Come on, stop sitting around doing nothing, guys. I mean, obviously take your options into account and stuff, but we've had timer issues, you know, at the beginning of this match, and there's another Fuma wave that we see. Gonna target the Bloom Diva so he can destroy the Shupina. No recursion. Yeah, the only recursion could have been just the Soprano. Gonna Hawk, goodbye. And well, Serenity just on 2 cards on the field. Back to attack is Window. It was a breakthrough skill, right? No. I'm bugging. Oh, never mind. I'm not bugging. I knew it was there all along. Yep. Tire binds 1700. This Bloom Diva is going to disappear pretty soon. Unless score. At least deny this attack. Force your opponent to go into an extra deck monster. Will be negated though, obviously, and should be the end phase. And back to Serenity now. There is that slight chance to have the Necrofusion still. Tyler binds once again. Goes for the battle phase. We're going to see the Necrofusion, not just yet. He takes the attack. Anything in the end phase? No, not for now. Hops and sets another back row. Will this be the final attack? Or can Serenity defend himself? Attempt to perhaps live just a little longer. We're gonna have to wait and see. Lethal attack attempting. Finish chain to deny. Pops a monster and subsequently sets it. Could be a solo. There's the ulti Apelio. They're providing that second normal summon for the Lara. Amazing card there to have. Breakthrough skill though, gonna negate it. Multi-Paleo though will be switching back and perhaps attempt to, you know, obviously you have to get rid of that Lara, but now you have free reigns to just literally do another combo. I don't know. I'm just laying back on my chair watching the action. Trying to be entertaining is not my pro in matches like these. Good thing I don't have to click every single time there's a contact fusion happening. That's all I'm glad for. there's also two more games going down at the same time right now. There is SEM up against Divine, and there is also XO up against the Last Killer. And from all of these four teams, SEM is the one that is still in playoffs contention. They have to secure a dub in order to get that 7-3 scoreline for the match wins and match losses. And they are facing Divine, which have been 5-3 up at one point during the match. So, certainly an interesting match. Time limit. I hope it doesn't happen again. Because, like, it just kept happening early on in the match. I'm literally just sitting on my desk right now, head down. I'm not even watching my screen. But I'm hearing some special summons. And some special sounds I'm hearing. I'm seeing that pedal fin. Let's check it out. So Cannon Hawk can do the ulti Cannon Hawk combo. He can add quite a few fodder here. And I'll actually even end on a pedal fin if he wants to. And he will. Pedal bouncing that what could be a solo, and setting up for that second ulti of Pelio to try to swing for game uninterrupted. Both of these attacks are game. Unless stopped by, I don't know, double finishing. I'm not saying how this can be stopped. MSD is one of the cards that will not help here. Floodgate will be revealed by Serenity. And MSD number 2, he will be revealing another card, which is another Floodgate. And finally, well, once again, we will be having that equal scoreline for this match. Serenity, please tell me you have a second deck that spares me from this hell. Yeah, we have seen both time limit at DC early on in the match, so it's gonna be pretty bad if we see it yet again. Serenity back on the table. Please let this be a fast win, fast lose match. We've had plenty of back and forths, but we didn't have quite a lot of those stacky 1 to 2 turns wins decks. I think we've only seen on the third game when Rex came in, we just had an OTK because Thunder Dragon didn't have anything. Rex was playing Gaia at the time. Serenity. Fair to say he's probably on the Harpies. And Doctor going first. Do we see Elder into Cannon Hawk? No, but we're seeing window. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, so it's just window for now. Yeah, you ain't missing much, guys. even if I would have said like, whoa, he did the Elder into Kanahawk combo, whoa. Probably wouldn't have missed much. Anyway, will be the window with the 2 sets. We have seen Floodgates, we have seen Fuma Wave coming from Doctor. HHG, do you know that there are... Alright, he activates the Fuma that wasn't targeted, or rather the back row that wasn't targeted by that HHG. Keep in mind, Soul's Nest does absolutely nothing here, and Lady 1 being the normal sound, that's very rough. Breakthrough skill though, to be the card destroyed. And now, well, Doctor has to have something else to attempt to get his combo started. Kanahawk obviously being the best card he could get here, but a Winda is just as okay. Consider this, he had to normal summon Harpy Lady 1 to attempt to do something. If you're a Doctor, well, you could be thinking, maybe he doesn't have any other Harpy in the hand, so I should be pretty good to go if I attempt to go for game. And you will be slowly but surely attempting to draw out those set spells or traps. Bukamoon, well, that's very fine. I'll switch back into 2 windows. $27. Now back to Serenity. So I was mentioning earlier there is no Harpy because he did have to normal summon the Lady 1. Is there any normal summon available at Serenity's disposal? There's the top deck Oracle, attempting to destroy that set spell or trap. Keep in mind, Fuma Wave can still be active here, if he has one. It will be Book, which, you know, you can Soul's Nest here, if need be, but either he didn't have it or didn't want to. With that, end phase comes around and goes around back to Doctor after he switches back to the windows. Back to Doctor, so one more possibility to top into something. It will be a monster. Will be the Pedal Pen, actually. There we see the TTH being activated, well, Winda can float and Ultipelio can dodge. That's not going to stop Serenity's turn, Doctor's turn, as far as you know, attempting to survive for the next turn, but at the very least it's in the battle phase, so he can at least not worry for this turn. No more back rows remaining, so that Oracle safely can sit down as a material. No Apelio, unfortunately. Or actually, yeah, he could. He could. He is thinking about it. Yeah. There is the ulti Apelio. Okay, so don't mind that I said that the Oracle is going to live. Because, well, there's one attack waiting for it. Which will be put face down, laid to rest. Back to Serenity. High chance to top into a Harpy monster. It's undeniable. He topped into back row. 1, 2, straight to battle. That's pretty unlucky. There are just 2 monsters used in what? How many monsters Harpies run? Like 9, 10? Quite a high chance, but wasn't meant to be. There's ulti Apelio once again. Headed binds. That's still 100 off. Slowly but surely, trying to activate all of Serenity's back row. If you have another response, here has to be it. There's another book for the ulti. This one though will be floating. Back to Winda, back to Puddlefin. Swallow's Nest as a top deck, that could be pretty beneficial. Into what though? Yeah, I'm willing to assume that there is no Harpy card in hand, so you would have to go for that Perfumer. And there is one Lady One in the grave. I'm not sure how many Serenity runs, but considering we have seen TTH, there is only one Egotist, and people were a little prompted to just run one only, and let's pull my wave once again. Gonna deal with that Chandler. That's rough. Non-targeting removal available with Fuma Wave. Ritual Beast. Just dealing with the wind monsters there. Returns a set that's unchainable, and that's game for a Doctor. So fortunately for BZ, the hope is still alive, and now they are in the lead. And meanwhile, on the other side for Phoenix, well, they only have Metal left in the back to enter. So if you're loving Ritual Beast gameplay, you will be enjoying one more game. Let's check some of the other games, how they are going. Wow! SCM up against Divine is at 9-9. Imagine if SCM doesn't make playoffs due to a loss to Divine. I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely just go around and watch that one. Just for a sec. Anyway. Metal. With the Harpies hunting around 22 cards. Interesting. Hard considering they're already... Yep. That is very true. They are on... on 14 RD. 13 RD isn't that bad. Yeah. But still, you're giving Divine their first win, you know. Not saying like it's a bad thing, but if there's one thing this season showed us, Divine, albeit with some last glimmers of hope towards the end, it was an abysmal season for them. Winda onto the field, both players mirroring their sets. Tided bind 17. Is he gotta go through? Book of Moon for the window. Fair out. Keep in mind, guys, playoffs hopes for Phoenix are at stake here. If Phoenix are to lose, it would have to be with them getting at least to 9 to be on that 10 RD, let's say, safe spot. At 9 RD, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. Breakthrough skill for the lady one will be swallowing away. What will be the... Alright, so it's the Harpies that he intends to switch into. Obviously no Harpy card in hand, but also quite a few back row to worry about. Including this Book of Moon. Nothing for now. No more Souls. And with that, that's another set card from Doctor. From Metal. So both of these Harpies, we haven't seen any Cyber Slash. Doctor has pretty much just put them in their place thanks to that Fuma wave. That's the MVP here, that Fuma wave. Once he got over that Melodious of Serenity, these two Harpies, well, certainly the first one had a hard time enjoying a slowly but surely and painful death. But this one as well, we aren't seeing Cyber Slash. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. I'll say that much for Metal. Harpist will be swinging immediately after being turned face up. There was a delay, so there is a potential for a Chalice. Or maybe just the Apelio. Wait, is there any fodder for Apelio? No. So it wasn't the delay from Apelio. Real Singleton is rain with a party of 12. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll surely be looking forward to the score of EXO up against Last Killer. Make sure to check him out here. And there's a floodgate for that Channeler. So it's not just the Puma wave that that wreaks havoc, but also the floodgate. And Soul's Nest was already used in one. Are we going to see perhaps another to, at the very least, dodge this? No, we will not. Floodgate, good night bye to that Chandler. And another set card. Let's see, match results. Lasker defeated XO with a score of 10-7. XO starting with down 0-2 due to only 4 players available. Not taking seriously their last match within this league. But at least at the very least playing it throughout. Bookamoon for the Apelio. Damage, step, delay once again, but the Chandler is gone. Oh, yet another set card. That's a little rough. Too rough. That's a monster. Attempts to swing, and well, that's just game because it managed to work. And with that, that's BZ on match point. There is one repeat available at Phoenix's disposal. Doctor 4-1. Most of the wins with the RB. Full brick, yeah, okay, there is a repeat. So, yeah, once again, Harpies. You are at the point where you just have to repeat Harpies. And you know your opponent is running Floodgate and Fuma Wave. How sad is that? Well, going into this next duel, there's only so much hope. Metal going first too. Better hope there is an insane hand from him. Chandler. That's a good sight to see. Are we going to see our first Cyber Slash in 3 duels? Oracle, alright. Does this mean he already started with the Featherwest? Most likely. There it is. Cyber Slash with just one set, that's also not a good sight to see. I don't know, man, like... Alright, the set, at the very least, it's TDH. So that's gonna kill Dr. Stern as far as normal summoning is concerned. But there's 3 set spells or traps. Oh man. HHG is gonna trigger those. And triggering with Chandler as well. Oh, there is Knifefox15 raiding with a party of 25. Thank you so much for the raid. It's actually so insane how all of the games today have ended with the raid on this channel, because this game has been going on for 3 hours and roughly 11 minutes. So thank you once again for the raid. Make sure to check Knifefox out here, guys. And yeah, go back to the game. We have HHG attempting to pop the breakthrough skill. So that's a pretty good negate for the Chandler. And 9 for SCM. Alright, so they did manage to win in the end. 0-10 for Divine. That's rough. That's just rough. Troll's Nest, though. We'll be getting out the Perfumer. That's another pop due to the Soul's Nest. And can also mean another Harpy on the field thanks to an Egotist. Breakthrough skill once again. Come on, guys. Please. Alright, chain resolves, the Perfumer will be negated, and the breakthrough skill that was targeted by the HHG will be destroyed. There's only one set right now that... I mean, you have to save this... you have to save yourself in the first place from this lethal attack on the board. There is the Perfumer swinging first. Puma Wave. New card. Used to great extent in this Ritual Beast versus Harpy's matchup. Not so much this time around, thanks to that treacherous trap hole from Metal. Book of Moon as well. He's gonna put the rather face down. That means no pop. Although just one card from Doctor. It's gotta be something like an ambush. That card as well for Metal. Now he has to stop both attacks. Ambush. Speak of it, and it will appear. It will, you know, at the very least, wall you off from these two attacks, but I guess Lara is a valid top deck here. Oh my god. I should really just shut up. Oh my goodness. First ambush, now Lara. I'm jinxing metal here. Okay guys, there is one set spell trap. It's not souls. It could be book. If it's book, it has to activate onto Pedalfin. Wow. Ambush into Lara. I mean, Lara would have been fine as well. You know, last turn considering no set spell trap. But now, well, it's doing and happening. Pedalfin activating successfully. So I'm thinking that the set isn't a book, or if it is, I don't know. Maybe he's just keeping it for a little later. Ultia Pelio going to go through. Will attempt to crash, or rather just attack into that perfumer successfully. Oh my god, it's... What's that set card? It is a historic party, and he topped into Oracle as well. That's huge. That's actually very huge. He has the Channeler, he has the Perfumer, he has the Oracle. All three. And well, he has to destroy his HeyZZy here. You don't want to destroy that party. And Perfumer can also search for a Egotist. Haven't seen Lady 1 being used just yet, so that's the 4th monster total. Cyber Slash. There is a window, but considering that this Egotist will be forcing the Ultia Pelio to switch, I believe it's game still. I'm not gonna backseat, but should be game. Not Jano, that's game Gabe. Sus. Gets at the window and the Pedalfin. And now, well, that's a pretty easy rank 4 into the Malevolence and get rid of that window. And with that, swing safely for the game. Xerix, what's up, buddy? With that tier 1 sub. Seeing that little old meta with Ritual Beasts was quite a fun run there. But it's gonna be down to Toby now to seal the game for the boys at BZ. So let's reflect that. At this point, you're on your last deck. They know. Yes, Dr. One's on ambush. At this point, we have seen reverse comebacks happen. We have seen just earlier SCM being down 6-8 and managing to win 10-9 thanks to an insane effort from Zenzo, winning 4 of the 5 last duels in the match against Divine to put them on that 7-3 scoreline. And well, for Phoenix, I'm not saying it cannot happen, but it's gonna be a little more rough against the best seed within your group and the best seed, the best ranked team within a division. So let's see if it will be doing and happening. Toby showing Lil Euster, and he's also going first with the Dragon Knight's Pass. So that HHG is gonna be gone. Prismatic as well. That looks hella nice. Reveals the combo. Curse of Dragonfire. Make sure to click yes here. The Forbidden Effect, as we call it. Magical Knight of Dragons to be coming. And couple that with 2 sets, that's certainly a very good starting position for Toby. Metal, 5 cards in hand, 1 interruption minimum to go through this. Do you have what it takes? Harpist. That's the easiest Souls target that I've ever seen. With this channeler here, that channeler has gotta get popped. And well, that's quite a long thinking one for the target, Oracle. Obviously, because that was the only Harpy card in hand that Metal must have started with if he didn't go for the Channeler. That, or maybe, you know, Channeler being a high profile target to hit. Okay, there was no other Harpy in hand. How unlucky, just how unlucky these Harpies of Serenity, the first one from Metal, and this one must have been. How unlucky. Only in his, you know, previous win against the Ritual Beast, where we have seen a decent turn 1 with a decent follow-up, you know, the minimum, the bare minimum for Metal. Only then we have seen them advance. And well, Toby started with a pretty good hand, and if he also has just as an insane top deck like a Magical Knight or an Origin, will be a back row. Straight to battle, so this Oracle is gone. It's gonna get some attack. And with that, we are back to Metal. Metal, we know he surged that Perfumer, and we know he also has that Hunting Ground in the hand. Book of Moon for that Gaia in the draw phase, so no other potential pops. Very good. Harpy's Hunting Ground. Now, it could very well be slowly but surely in Metal's favor. He just has to pop the right cards at the right time. HHG popping the Field Spell first of all, making sure that there is no or slightly less comeback game for Toby. Feather Rest to be added. That tells me he must have that Icarus in hand already. We haven't seen him use it yet. And there's the Icarus. So we are going for that Cyber Slash with that draw 2, hopefully. There's one more pop. This pop could be decisive enough for that Cyber Slash to never appear on the field. Pause the left false one, which is a Book-a-Moon, which can stop that Cyber Slash. Any swallowers? Any swallowers? Yes, there will be metal. Swallowing away that Lady One off of the field. For what I'm assuming could be an Oracle. And that leaves us with yet another pop before we go into the Cyber Slash. Chandler. Oh. Oh. Well, that's... This is gonna resolve. It will. It will. For the rest, well, you can draw one. Copium. Draw one. That's just... Yeah, pretty much, Jai. I win. Trap hole. Moment you activate it, that's the moment you win. Let's see if these... If this draw one helps us whatsoever. It will not. It's a monster, it's not a spell trap. And he tops Dark Flare. Just to top it off, no? Do we see any traps from the side of metal? No, but it doesn't even matter anyway, because we reached the battle phase, and with that, there is no field spell, so this could mean a TDH, a very bad TDH, no, not even a Book-a-Moon. And with that, well, gotta look at the positive. So first, BZ, 8-2 season after a very sad season of, I don't even remember, 3-7 I think it was. So certainly, even if Uchihas win this next match, BZ will be atop of the division and they will be skipping round 1. So congratulations to them for reaching top 8 at a minimum. Sad for Uchihas. But you know, it is what it is. Secondly, Phoenix. Albeit they lost today, they still have quite a good chance at making playoffs because of that 9 RD that they have displayed attached to them. Currently 6-4 with 9 RD. Could be safe enough for playoffs. It only depends on the amount of games that will be played later tomorrow. There's a whole lot of games in the morning that I'll just say Phoenix could be watching intensely. With that being said, considering there is no other Teamers game going down at this time, let's see if we can raid someone. Return the love to some of the smaller streamers and content creators here. I don't know, guys, do you have any suggestions for someone? I'm seeing Disturbia live first with the quarterfinals of a league. I'm seeing DLE. I'm seeing Quantum Cubes. I'm seeing Laura Benz. And that is all from my recommended channels. Let's type in a category though. Hmm. All right, boys. I think we can raid Quantum. Let's do that. So first of all, let's pay out the jimmies for the BZ winners. 56 in total. 56k in total, rather. And yeah, with that, thank you for watching, guys. And let's set up that raid. Or rather, host. And yeah. See you around, guys.